In January of 1951, a crowd gathered in the shul at 770 Eastern Parkway to hear Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson's inaugural address as he accepted the mantle of leadership, becoming the 7th Lubavitcher Rebbe.
In Amerika ist auch allemal a Seder, a derste Sache will hören a Statement. Und das Statement, da darf sein etwas mit a Chidush dover, mit a Inge, was im Mavel ist Reihe. Ich bemehle das, ich weiß nicht, das darf Mavel sein es Reihe, aber immer will hören a Statement, hat der Rebbe gesagt, dass da 3 Sachen. Als da Havas Hashem, und da Havas Ater, und da Havas Yisroel. Und hat die alle 3 Sachen sein in Kule Chad. Das ist, man kann nicht voneinander teilen. Zwischen einer haben wir der Zweite. Bei mir dürfen alle wissen, aber schaß, man hat sich schon was Hashem, ist das nicht eine Sache, was man kann damit jetzt sein, und man kann sich damit halten, eben mit haben was Atere und eben mit haben was Yisroel. Leider hat man aber eine Haftocha, sehr viele mit und was Yisroel. Dass noch ein Kehler durch den Ruf hat man einen tieferen Verbund mit wahrhaftes Hawaii Kirche.
After my wife and I got married, we were offered the opportunity by Rabbi Gordon, the executive director of Chabad of the Valley, to open up a center in West Hills. Of course, we were very excited, starting a Chabad house, going out and helping others, helping Jews, connecting them with their roots. So we jumped at the opportunity. We moved out here when our son Menachem was just born. In fact, the bris was the first event that we actually had at Chabad of West Hills. We started with a Tuesday night class where we had maybe 3 or 4 people sitting around a table. We had a small minyan on Shabbos. We knew very few people. The first high holidays that we had in our storefront. I would say 70, 80, maybe 90 people come to the first high holidays. Maybe less. All the events started small, but within a short period, because this area is such a vibrant Jewish community, with such potential to be a vibrant Jewish community, everything just grew so quickly. After being in West Hills for a few years, we found a permanent location right in the middle of West Hills, with a beautiful high ceiling, a brand new magnificent Aron Kodesh. We have our own proper kitchen, instead of the cholent pot being on the rabbi's table. And ever since we moved there, things have just been better and better. Shabbos attendance has gone up. We have way more kids coming to shul now. They have a place to play outside, they have a place to play inside. All the programs that we have, thank God, have become much better, more permanent, and much more comfortable for people to attend.
One thing that's really great about our community is that we have a really strong group of women who get together for our women's circle events and our women's Torah study classes. Thank God they've almost always been packed and sold out, and we do different things like crafts, lectures, anything from flower arranging to mosaic challah board making to glass making, all these different types of things that the ladies just come and have a ladies' night out, leave the kids and husbands at home, and just socialize and have a good time.
Quite a few South Africans in the area and the valley and the surrounds have actually made Chabad of West Hills their home, which we're very happy and very proud of. And we have focused on creating events geared towards the South African community. We have Friday night dinners for the community, which have different themes. We have Shabbat in South Africa, which is always a big hit, Shabbat in Spain, Shabbat in Mexico. And it was just a way for people to get together, to come and celebrate Shabbat as a community, and people loved the dinners. We just had a beautiful Pesach. We had 2 seders on the first and the second night. Each seder was completely packed. It was beautiful to see all the children stand up and say the Manishtana. Chanukah here is always a wonderful celebration. It's a Jewish pride event where people come out in the public and we're proud to be Jewish. Purim is always a lot of fun. People come dressed up. We give out prizes to the kids. We drink a little, just a little, and we just have a great time celebrating the Jewish holidays.
We saw that there was a very big need for a Hebrew school. We have a lot of young Jewish families here with a lot of young kids, all in public schools, and there was a very big need for the kids to be educated as far as their Judaism goes. We opened up our Hebrew school with 12 kids. When we finished our year in June, we had 35. When we started the next year in September, it had jumped up to about 60. And then from there it went up to over 100 kids very quickly.
The teachers are so nice. The rabbi and the rebbitzin are hilarious and so good to be around, and you learn a lot with also not being bored.
We often hear from parents that they had a terrible Hebrew school experience.
My uncle told me when he was little, he didn't like going to Hebrew school.
Here, the kids look forward to coming. It's a school/camp experience.
We're learning all about like the history of Judaism, and we're learning about reading fluently in Hebrew.
We're learning script now, cursive, so to write in cursive and to read it.
Our kindergarten and first graders start off learning the alphabet, and it advances all the way up where we have our oldest kids now having Hebrew conversations.
And we're starting to learn what words mean. I think thank you is Toda Rabbah.
We're really teaching the kids very practical Judaism, what they need to know when they're sitting at a Shabbat table, when they're involved in any sort of Jewish holiday.
Let's say on Passover, my mom can ask me some questions and I wouldn't know the answers.
When I go to shul with my dad sometimes, when we recite some of the prayers that we do here, I can just do it off by heart and I don't even have to look at the book. My dad is always like, good job, and he's laughing and we're just having a good time.
JLI is the largest Jewish adult education organization in the world. It really is Jewish adult education taken to the next level.
I love the structure of the JLI. Every week there's a different topic and you get a book, and in the book you go through the outline of what you're going to study that day. So they take ancient wisdom and modern times and they infuse them together so that you could kind of relate to how it used to be and how you can bring it in today's society. And when you take the class, you feel exhilarated and you come out of the class and you just want to be a better person. And I've just gotten so much out of it, and I just want to take course after course after course.
So in JLI Teens, we're able to ask open questions like we can't feel as much at home as we want to, because the interest here is to learn as much as you can about Judaism, but if you're not able to ask questions, we're not going to be able to achieve that. In our class, we had arguments, basically. They didn't start off as arguments, they started off as topics. And basically every week we learned all these different subjects that took something from the Torah that may have been written thousands and thousands of years ago and based it upon laws that may be present in our government today. So that when one day I have children, I'm able to teach them, and then my kids can grow up in a Jewish household.